Hello and welcome. I wanted to take a moment to walk through the steps of how you complete the self-evaluation form. So this is a Google Sheet, and we're going to start when we open this assignment up by looking over here to the very right side. So it says insert a screenshot of the completed work below. Now this process will work for any production-based art course. The example that I'm going to use today is for a digital art piece, and the file is stored on my computer. If you are doing this for a different style of production-based course, you may need to, take a picture, upload that, and it may be on your computer in a different location. So right now, we're going to find that picture wherever it may be located on your computer. So I have that cell selected over here on the right side. I'm going to go to the Insert tab. I'm going to go down to Image, and I'm going to select Insert Image in Cell. Now I'm going to navigate to where that file would be stored on our computer. For the case of this particular project, it is a digital art piece, so I'm going to hit Browse. We store all of our digital art files in Documents. We created a digital art folder, and we created a project folder. So I'm going to click on the 1-Point Perspective Room folder. I'm going to find the finished project, and I'm going to hit Open. And that image will then insert itself into that cell over here on the right side. Now I can use that image as I complete the rest of this self-evaluation. It tells us in the top section of the evaluation document, only fill in the blue cells. Put one number in each row. Okay, and then also it reminds us to add our image. So the first thing we're going to do is on the very left side is we're going to look at the criteria for the project. So for this project, it says, paper setup. Did you set up the room with an X to establish a vanishing point? So I'm going to reference my image. I'm going to look at it and I'm going to say, okay, there are the lines. I can tell that it was set up with an X, and I can tell that the images are going towards that X. It was set up properly. So I have to decide, is this an exceptional example of this, proficient, needs improvement, unacceptable, or there was no attempt made? So for this example, it was pretty perfect, so we're going to go with the exceptional mark, and I'm going to put a 4 in that row. As I put the number in this row, in the corresponding column, over here in the right, in the gray area, there is a formula that pulls the total of that row. We're going to use that later. Okay, so looking to the next set of criteria, I'm going down on the left side here, it says three three-dimensional objects. Does your room have 3 objects that are accurately drawn in 3D? So I'm going to go again and reference my picture. We have a bed, we have a window, we have a skylight, we have a TV that is accurately drawn, and we have a room next door that looks 3-dimensional, and there is space. So there are more than 3 examples here, so we're going to go ahead and go with that 4 exceptional mark again. So I'll put a 4 in that cell, and only one number in that row. It then pulls that number over here to the right side. If I scroll to the bottom, we'll see that our total is starting to increase. 4 plus 4 is 8, and I see that in the total here. The total is also being divided by our total possible points and showing the percentage at this stage of completion of the self-evaluation. So I'm going to continue. I would go back up here to read the criteria. Did I use the Shift key? Did you keep all vertical and horizontal lines perfectly straight with the Shift key? So I'm looking back at my reference picture, and I did a nice job of keeping all of those lines pretty straight and perfect. So we're going to go ahead and give a 4. You will continue to fill out each one of these sections. I'm going to randomly assign a number for the rest of the criteria so we can look at the bottom and see what this looks like. Please take your time, do a nice job. Remember that this is your opportunity to express how you feel you did on this project. All right, after I have that blue area completed, you can see that my total has been calculated here, divided by the total possible points, and I have decided that this project is worth an 83%. 83% is a B, and so I am happy with that, and so I'm going to now submit this project to Schoology for grading. If you have any concerns about how to complete this self-evaluation form, please reach out and let me know. Otherwise, enjoy the process.